welcome to well, hello everyone, and welcome to another very special video. In today's video, we're going to be trying to see how far we can get from London in the space of just 2 days. However, as you may have been able to see by the title, there is quite a big catch, and that catch is that we can only use buses like those. Small little buses taking us all the way around the country. And for those of you that don't know, the government is currently doing a scheme to cap all single bus fares at £2. So, of course that doesn't account for London, which has a fare of £1.65. Other local operators do similar things as well, where it's less than £2, but the maximum fare I could be paying for each bus is just £2. This means that it's an absolutely perfect opportunity to go travelling up and down the country on small little buses. Stay tuned to the last episode. This will be a 4-part series. Stay tuned to the last episode to find out just how much this cost and to follow my progress along the way. We're here at King's Cross Station, one of the biggest stations in the UK, and certainly the biggest transport interchange in London. It's stupid o'clock in the morning. I'm surprised how busy it is here, to be honest. So yeah, should we just get into it? Should we get on our first bus? It's the first bus out of London. 73 Stoke Newman. Oh, okay, maybe not. Oh, it's off. That might have been a good one to get. Aha, here comes our first bus. Got on the 390 to Archway. I don't really have too much of a detailed plan in mind. The only thing I know is where I've got my hotel booked for this evening. If you want to go as far away from London as possible, it means going as far north as possible, doesn't it? So we're going to go to Archway, don't we? All the way to Archway, and then we'll change there and see what we've got. Wow, look at that, you can see King's Cross from up there. That's King's Cross Station down there. Got 387-3 in there. This is the new Google headquarters, I believe it's being built. I believe it's going to be the new longest building in the country that we're going past now. Let's go over the Gospel Oats Barking line. How are we doing for time? Just checking connections from Archway, and some of them are looking a bit tight. Obviously it's London, we won't have to wait more than 10 minutes for a bus anyway, but it'll be nice if we can get the early one. Right, this bus terminates here apparently, at Archway Station. So we've got a couple of buses that we can take from here. Here is Archway Tube Station, we're just next door. I think I've decided which bus we're going to get next from here. I think it's a 134 towards North Finchley, and then we'll work it out from there, I think. After a lovely chat with a man who asked me what I was doing, very good question, travelling across the whole entire country on buses. Here comes our bus, the 134, taking to North Finchley. It's a rare breed of bus, this one. Electric ones, one of the ones that caught fire at Pottersbar bus garage about a year ago. Oh, electric buses, don't you love them? This is our first section of motorway, I think, or not motorway, of dual carriageway, so this will be fun. These buses got speed limiters on, that was woefully slow. Muswell Hill, one of the biggest parts of North London that doesn't have a tube station. Oh yeah, we must as well have. We've got buses available from here, haven't we? Buses do look quite interesting from the back, don't they? Anyway, from here I think we're going to get the 299.
Thank you for shopping at Waitrose and Partners.
It's 299. I really love this seat pocket actually. We're going to be doing the full route of the 299. Operated by St Albans buses, which I believe is a private operator. It's a private operator which runs some services under the TfL brand. Yeah, so we've just crossed over the North Circular. We're now in outer London now. Birds don't laugh. Okay, desperate times call for desperate measures. We're going to have to get this bus, I think. Seats on this bus, though. Right, so there's supposed to be a 6:10 bus which is going to take me from Cockfosters up to Luton, but that hasn't turned up. Now later in the day there is one very specific bus which I need to catch, like I 100% need to be on that. So I'm just considering what to do. We haven't even left London. I was about to say it's about to get interesting, but now it's already got interesting. Okay, we're beginning to see non-London bus stops. We're just coming up to the M25 now. We're definitely going out of London. Going to Potter Spa, a town that I know and love very well. Okay, there is still hope, but it relies on two very short connections. Are we going to make it? We're just a couple of stops away from Potter Spa station now. We're going to change buses. That being said, this has actually been a very nice route, isn't it? I like all the countryside. It's been nice and fast. Got a top deck to ourselves. Bus route wise, I'm going to say a good 9 out of 10 for this one, 298. Well done. We've gone from the 299 to the 298, haven't we? And the sun's come out. Maybe there is hope after all. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our first stop in Hertfordshire. Potter Spa. Yes, this is where it starts to get interesting, I think. Before this point, we had absolutely no plan at all. I tried to sort of just get on the first bus that's going north from whichever bus stop. So it was, what was it, the 390, and then the 134, and then the 299, and then the 298. It was supposed to get the 610, but Potter Spa is in Hertfordshire, but has assimilated itself into London's public transport so much. It's in the Oyster card zone, and of course it has these very nice London buses as well. But here we're going to be saying goodbye to these very nice London buses. So no more every 10-minute buses anymore, which is quite sad and makes connections particularly difficult. But at least the buses out of London have a timetable, and most of the time they stick to it. Unlike the case of the 610, so we should be all good. It will go wrong. I'm saying now it's going to go wrong, but that's the fun part, isn't it? Here comes our bus. 84 St Albans via London Colney, and instinctively got out my Oyster card but realised I don't need it. Hi, could I sing St Albans, please? Thank you. Thank you. This looks like a London bus. Maybe because it used to be one. Right, off we go, St Albans. This could be our only hope. Green fields everywhere. What do you call that? Something even bigger than a supermarket? A hypermarket, which is what the big shopping centre at London Colney is called, apparently. Oh, here's the hypermarket. Oh wow, it's really big, isn't it? Big car park as well. St Albans, obviously a major commuter town into London as well. We're not actually getting off here though, we are going a one stop further into the town centre where we'll be catching our next bus. Say this route, it's been quite a nice route, a countryside route. Bus in a bit of a state to be honest, but good driving and we're on time, so that gets a good 6 out of 10 for me. 6 out of 10. Ladies and gents, south of St Albans town centre everyone. Well, it's approximately 4 hours in. In fact, almost exactly 4 hours in. We do find ourselves in St Albans, this lovely shop for Beats and Bagels, which is simultaneously playing very nice music and I imagine very nice bagels as well. I don't quite have time to get one today as my bus is literally just in the distance coming up, you might be able to see it. Excuse me, we're getting the 321 to Luton. Probably not, no, I'm trying to see how far north from London I can get by bus. Don't know quite what I'm doing with my life.
Thank you.
Go single to Luton bus station, please. Thank you. And £2. Yeah, we're on the bus anyway, and we're well on our way. Hopefully we're going to be on time by the time we get there. And then we should be back on track. So the 321 is quite an important arterial route. It links sort of Rickmansworth, Watford, with St Albans, Harpenden and Luton, and also I believe continues to Luton Airport as well. So very useful route for people trying to get around Hertfordshire and the surrounding counties. Very frequent as well, every 20 minutes, which is unusual for a bus outside London, but if it connects such big towns and cities together, then it has to be quite frequent, doesn't it? Just got into Luton town centre now. Where this bus is running about 2 or 3 minutes late, and my connection in here in Luton at the bus station is very tight. I think the old finger's very tightly crossed. 700 going along just there, I don't know if you can see that. I wonder if Luton interchange is going to be like a proper, like, 80s, 90s interchange, or whether it's just going to be a mediocre bus station next to a train station. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Here's a train station though, 757. That is a coach and it's not valid on the £2 bus fare, so I could have got direct from London Victoria to here on just one bus. Wow, it's busy. Thank you. Stagecoach, I'm begging you, please run our bus. Stagecoach, I've had problems with you not running buses before, so please do it this time. We're probably going to get buses to Oxford and Birmingham from here as well. There's our 610, we would have got one of these from Cockfosters. Oh, I see our bus. We would have originally got one of those from Cockfosters. I see our MK1, just in the distance, bound for Bedford. This is going to be our bus. A single to Bedford, please, bus station. top deck to ourselves again. But we have our single £2 Luton to Bedford bus station. I'm so happy we made that connection. So 222 goes over the bridge. We are back on track. The bus route that runs from Milton Keynes to Luton Airport, and then Luton Airport to Bedford, and we're going on the Luton to Bedford section today. So many buses around here, it's amazing, isn't it? I'm not sure if you know this, Luton has been named the safest city in the UK. I think that's primarily because of the density of police officers in Luton. And why are there so many police officers? Because Luton is notoriously unsafe. So that's sort of a spoiled metric for you, these websites taking statistics. But this part of Luton looks quite nice actually, to be honest. I don't know the area very well, but it looks very nice. Very exciting for two reasons. First being we've just joined the A6 road, which is one of the longest A roads in the country, although you wouldn't really know it because it's quite a small road, isn't it? This road starts from Luton Town Centre. I believe we've been following it all the way from Luton Town Centre and goes all the way up to Carlisle. So it's a very, very long road. It goes through like the Peak District, Leicester, all those sorts of places. What was the other interesting thing I was going to say? Oh yes, I remember. The other interesting thing is we have now crossed into Bedfordshire. Just gone through the town of Wixhams. Wixhams is I just looked on Wikipedia, it's a brand new town, being designated a town in 2007. Wikipedia still thinks it's under construction, everything looks very new. Railway line, oh that's giving away the answer, isn't it? I was about to ask, what railway line is this? This is not actually the Midland Main Line. That up there is Bedford Caldwell Depot. That is one of the main maintenance depots for Thameslink. This is actually the Marston Vale line, which runs between Bedford and Bletchley. It runs alongside the Thameslink depot. The Midland Main Line is just slightly behind us. Doesn't quite run past the depot. But what that does mean is that we're very, very, very close to Bedford Station. We're supposed to be at the bus station in 6 minutes. And our bus leaves in 10 minutes. So, again, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. A Howard Centre, that sounds familiar. I think there's a Howard Centre in Welling as well. To Bedford bus station, I've never been here before. Which bus are we looking for? We're looking for a Palmer bus, I think, as one of the private operators in the area. Oh, it's busy in here. Look at all these buses. Looking for stop Q. 28 Kimbolton, this is ours. Hi, could I get a single to Kimbolton High Street, please?
Kimbolton, please.
Okay, thank you. That's all of today's difficult connections done. See, the Ket reminds me a bit of the Piccadilly line, the Ket in London, doesn't it? Absolutely tiny, tiny roads. It must be really, really difficult to drive on these small roads. Lost to ourselves again. These roads are so awful. Should be... Oh my word. Should be in Kimbolton in about 15 minutes time, hopefully. Village in the middle of nowhere. I didn't think I'd be there this morning, but... Thank you. Very cheerful bus driver. We've just come into the mysterious Kimbolton. And I'm sorry to leave you on a cliffhanger, but this is where we're going to finish our part today. Thank you very, very much for watching. I really do hope you've enjoyed. Please stay tuned to see when part 2 will come out. Part 2 will see us heading north from here on hopefully a brand new bus, I think, taking us towards Huntingdon. if this has been a really fun video to make. I'm sure you'll enjoy the next parts as well if you enjoyed this one, and I will see you next time. Bye everyone.